Sports to the Bone family. Greetings, 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 my beautiful people. And we are back at it again. Yes, man. All right, my viewers and subscribers. So I have a couple of cricketing stories for us to look at. Now, I'm going to take a look at a couple of things that we learned coming out of that Papua New Guinea game yesterday. Also, we see where Roston Chase, he was awarded with a little badge after the game. So I'm going to zoom in on that also. I'm going to spend some time talking on that. So give a listening ear until the end. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel as I continue to bring you all of these hot details. Alright, so let us talk about Roston Chase a little, and then we will go into a couple of things that I learned coming out of that game. So Roston Chase, my people, I was looking at the West Indies official Facebook page last night, and I saw where they had some photos up. And I saw Roston Chase with a little badge on his chest. And, you know, he apparently won it for some of the work that he did in yesterday's game. So, you know, they are saying that Roston Chase, this is me taking the information from the West Indies Facebook page. And it says, Roston Chase takes the impact player and elite fielder of the match from the locker room. Right, so they said not just any fielder, an elite fielder. So he won the little button that they gave out in the locker room. And you know, on the Facebook page there, I see Darren Sammy presenting it to him. And on the badge, you probably can see it on the thumbnail, it marks elite fielder and it has the West Indies little logo on it. So Roston Chase was good in the field. You understand? You would probably remember that diving catch that he took, very good catch, and he was, you know, out and out good in the field. He was pretty good in the field. So not only the catch, he was pretty solid. So he took the elite fielder award from yesterday's game. So shout out to Roston Chase. I didn't even know that that was a thing that they had going on, but you know, that is good. That is good. At least it will motivate the players to really put in some more work out there. So, shout out to them for that. All right, moving on to the meat of the matter, if you will. So, these are things that we probably knew even before the Papua New Guinea game that we always want to work on. But, you know, whenever we watch a game and we see certain things happen, we'll have to come back and talk about it again. Right? And in the recap that I did yesterday, I mostly focused on the scorecard and, you know, spoke about a few other things. But now I have probably about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 things that I have written down that I'm calling things that we learned coming out of the game. So the first thing, we still have to be careful when it comes on to the spin. We have to be careful when it comes on to facing spin. And with Afghanistan coming up in a couple of days' time, with our weeks' time, we definitely need to be more careful. You understand? We saw how the batsmen fared against Papua New Guinea. Not as powerful as we like to be. You know, they were on the back foot when they were not able to get the ball to the boundaries. You know, it was all about just trying to survive and not looking to rotate strike. We still can't work with the 40-50 dot balls per T20 game. That don't make any sense. You understand? You're playing a game with our 120 balls in there, if I'm not mistaken. Or you can make 40 or 50 at the dot ball. We can't do that. So we still need to work on facing the spin. Right? Not too sure how we're going to do it. But going up against Afghanistan, I mentioned this in the video yesterday, we might need to change things. Even if we play Uganda with the same team and we beat them, we might need to adjust things a little bit and bring in probably a Roston, a Shai Hope, because you're still going in Roston Chase to help with the spin, and then probably bring in Shai Hope to come and do his thing. You understand? He's pretty good when it comes on to facing spin. So we might need to do that against Afghanistan. And the next thing, the second thing probably ties into the first thing that I was saying. The dot ball. The dot ball percentage, it can't work. It cannot work, my people. In the warm-up game against Australia and also in the games against South Africa leading up to the World Cup, we saw where they were trying to rotate strike. You know, we heard Darren Sammy and the guys speaking about the plan not to face more than 15 dot balls in the middle part of the innings. And, you know, we know that they are conscious of it. You know, they are conscious of it. They are working on it. But we want the team to get to a level where they are comfortable enough to play their shots, to pierce the gap, and to be able to read the spin. You understand? So they can score and maximize off it. So that is the next thing. You know, the dot ball percentage. I guess this would tie in with the dot ball percentage. Dot balls also. We have to look to play with intent, right? If we're not getting the boundaries, we have to look to rotate the strike. It is as simple as that. If we cannot get these big boundaries that we like to get, we have to rotate the strike until we really want to try and muscle the ball, until it is necessary for us to try and muscle it. When it's not totally necessary, I always say this, you know, you don't need to sit around and face 10 dot balls and then hit a 6 and get out. What about hitting some singles and some twos, doubling up, right? Don't make any sense you face 10 dot balls and then the 11th ball you hit a 6 and get out. That's not really helping too much, you know. The next thing that I have on here, rotating the bowlers in a way where the most effective bowlers get a chance to finish their spell, right? So rotating the bowlers in a way where you are utilizing your most effective bowlers, right? If they bowl 2 or 3 overs and they're looking good, we don't want it to be a case where they're not, where they don't get a chance to bowl out. I can understand that the first game or the first 2 games, especially if you think in your head that you're going to win it, you understand? You can't take anything for granted, but especially if you think that you can probably win. You want to make sure that, I know that the aim will be to get all of the bowlers bowling. You understand? But at the same time, we need to be ruthless. We need to be ruthless. So if a man bowl 2 or 3 overs, pick up 1 or 2 wickets for 9, 10, 11 runs, should be bowling the next over, the final over, right? To round off his spell. Because it would mean that we already, you know, they would have struck from early and we would have the team on the back foot. So we need to finish off games. We don't want to be experimenting in the back end. We need to be finishing off games, man. As I said, I understand that there are a lot of dimensions to things. You know, you want to see your bowling combination before you reach to where you think you will reach. Because if you think you're going to get to Super 8 and semi-finals and all of that, you want to look at your bowlers still. But I personally believe that if you have a team in a tricky situation, you know, don't ease up your foot off the gas. And that is something that we have been, you know, we are known for. Striking early and then in the back end. As the pitch is changing, we start to, you know, don't change with it. Sometimes we start off good and the pitch start to get a little bit better for the batsmen. When they get in, we start to buck shuffle and all of that. You know, we want to make sure that that the rotation of the bowlers, you know, that is properly done. And the next thing that I wanted us to look at is potentially looking to promote guys up the order. Guys that are not slated to bat early, you know, you might find yourself in a situation where you have to send them out. You understand? Not saying that that would have been the right thing to do in the Papua New Guinea game, but you know, I'm just thinking that we're gonna come up on pitches where guys that are batting at the top, their style of play isn't working. You might need to bring in somebody else. So those are just the key a couple of things that I wanted to highlight, but I know you guys will probably have many others to put in the comment section. Big up on yourself.